So first, let's discuss pros and cons. Pro of logging in right now is you can play, and this is every time that there is a global reveal. This is every year. You can play everything for free right now till 30th. Hop on. Then they have a series of events coming up. Happen every year. Hop on. Jesters Festival, I think is right now, or March. Next month after that. I don't know, hop on. Me on the other hand, because I've already beaten so many different DLCs, the base game and all. I've been gaming since 2013 with ESO, switched from PC to Xbox. Then different profiles, even had children. This is what Bethesda gives you time to do. This is what ZOS gives you time to do. They give you time to have a family, get married, and get deep as fuck into life and adult while playing their games. So the fact of the matter is, even this tune for me was a new tune pretty much, because I made it like 2 to 3 years ago, like 2021. I finally had time to sit down and play ESO and make the new tune that I have now. So no, I'm not just hopping in for just anything. And I've already stated, I've been rocking with the Elder Scrolls since 2006 or 2007. So I know the difference in between when it's a gimmick and when it's the real thing. And with this one, I have to say that perhaps they don't know the Lord themselves. To call this a new daedric prince, biggest mistake of the entire life. It's a forgotten prince, not a new prince. See, I told y'all, I talk shit on my TikTok, on DaMouseOfInk ESO TikTok. I talked mad shit about this very topic. And I knew I smelt Hamaris Mora again. I knew it. Because what other daedric prince can make you forget a daedric prince? We know who's responsible already for doing this mischief. Now let's talk about the Colovian vibes. I thought we already went back to the Gold Coast. Was that Hughes Bane? No, it was the Dark Brotherhood DLC, which I'm pretty sure you can play that for free right now. But I get it, for the people that haven't played, you're gonna wanna catch up. But here's where this is all questionable, and where I said again, this is getting repetitive. If we're going back to a place that is similar to, and you're saying, well, the further you get away from Skingrad, the more Alien ruins basically you get to see, and you've never delved into those before. That's a lie. Base game Cold Harbor had Alien ruins in Cold Harbor. Alien ruins are all throughout Tamriel and all throughout Mundus pretty much. I mean, they're everywhere in Oblivion's realms. I mean, there's just a lot of you've never seen this before going around, and I've seen this before. I've seen this several times before. And it seems to be wood elves and misplaced Imperials, right? Didn't we just go through this? Isn't there misplaced Imperials everywhere? Reasons that I take interest in this prince that is forgotten is because this prince was so powerful that apparently the prince was more powerful than Juggalad and Sheogorath put together. You know what I'm saying? When Juggalad was getting imprisoned, this dude kind of like disappeared, forgotten, and this all ironically happened right around the same time in lore. My other issue is, again, seeing that like High Isles look to thing. Somerset has already been delivered to us. It's one of the prettiest of the zones it's the prettiest you can get. Making something golder just because it's the Gold Coast, it's not gonna sell me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the store looks really good, and this is why I think this is kind of gimmicky. The mounts look good, the pets look good. The whole scribing thing, being able to customize basically your moves so that you can, I'm guessing, heal your allies or possibly evade taking damage. But here's where we really discuss this. Who runs over a trap? I mean, when you guys are playing the game, do you just run over traps? I don't run over traps. I roll, bro. I don't know what I don't know. Maybe you guys have difficulty getting through traps in the game, but I don't. It's all in how you already run your build. And I'm being honest, I'm not going to be running a new build just to figure out scribing for you guys. I mean, I already told you I was only pulling up for a DLC or a Daedric Prince. And you're lucky that you put a Daedric Prince in this. I give it to them. When they are talking to us, they sell it. They have the vibe that we're looking for. But when you bring up stuff like Kvatch and stuff like that, you have to bring it up with a purpose. Oblivion happened at a different area. The Elder Seed, and this is what I just discussed with a commenter because they was just telling me that this has nothing to do with that. Why bring up, this hasn't been seen since Oblivion 2006. We really didn't get to see Kvatch in 2006. We got to see the breakdown of it, but at the same time, this is not the same era. So it's not the same thing. It's not, if you bust up the nostalgia for a gimmick to bring players back by saying, you've been here in Oblivion, I don't like that. It feels real sour. So we're gonna let our favorite barnacles talk. I'll see you at the end of the video.
You'll experience in the new Gold Road chapter. I was the lead for the High Isle and Greymoor chapters, as well as the Murkmire DLC, and I'm having a lot of fun adding to the Elder Scrolls universe. Every part of Tamriel is unique and has its own emergent storylines, and Gold Road is no different. The Westweald region lies just east of the Gold Coast. Ruled by the Colovian Count Calantheus, it is an independent nation allied to the Imperial forces currently occupying nearby Cyrodiil, and it is under attack. Sweltering jungles replaced a third of the Westweald seemingly overnight. While the Wood Elves in the region seem friendly and as bemused by the situation as the displaced Imperials, Count wants to find out what happened and how he can keep from losing any more of his realm. Surprisingly, however, this Dawnwood jungle overgrowth isn't the most pressing concern for you and your fellow adventurers. Laramil the Wise, an ally of Hermaeus Mora, is back. She's investigating the reappearance of Athelia, the Forgotten Prince, who was introduced at the end of the Necrom chapter. Laramil reveals that scions of Athelia are searching the Westweald for her, wreaking havoc in the region. They believe that the Forgotten Prince had some connection to the Ayleids who once dwelt in the ancient ruins scattered throughout the zone. These scions are desperate to help Athelia recover her memories and powers and show no mercy to anyone who gets in their way. Reality itself is under attack, and no one knows exactly how or why the Forgotten Prince has returned. It's been a very long time in any Elder Scrolls game since we delved into the nature of a new daedric prince. What effect will the appearance of this long-forgotten prince have on the Westweald, Tamriel, or Nirn itself? How indeed can a daedric prince be forgotten? More importantly, how can you, the adventurer, counter Athelia's effect on the Westweald? Well, I'm not going to tell you, at least not yet. You have to play Gold Road to find out. But don't worry, in addition to the eccentric Laramil the Wise, you have some new and returning allies to help you unravel these mysteries. There's Baragon, ex-adventurer and brother to Evely Sharparrow, and Tribune Alia Idolus, a brash Colovian centurion working for Count Calantheus. Outside the main story, we're bringing back the vampire Fëanorian of the Raven Watch, Khajiit investigator Mizik Thunderboots, and a few other fan-favorite allies to also help you in your journeys. There's political intrigue rivaling the tales told in Orsinium and High Isle, supernatural threats on the same scale as Somerset and Greymoor, assaults on the Westweald as powerful as any fiery dragon attack in Elsewhere.
The team wanted to capture a region undergoing a dramatic change. And generally, we try to make every zone in ESO feel unique, so much so that a player can instantly recognize what zone they're in merely by looking around. Combining these ideas led us to paint the biomes in the bright colors of seasonal change. Highlights of orange, red, and yellow punctuate the Westweald, giving the entire region an autumnal feel. Classic Colovian architecture inspired many of the zone's structures. However, the Colovian Imperials of the Westweald are wealthy and cosmopolitan, so the art team imbued some high-end motifs and designs throughout. Although this of course changes the further from Skingrad you travel. As you explore the zone's rolling hills, rocky crags, bustling vineyards, you'll encounter many Ayleid ruins of various sizes and shapes, and have an opportunity to delve deeper into this part of Tamriel's ancient history. We got to have a little fun here as we consider these Ayleid ruins less spoiled than other similar locations you may already have visited. As a result, there are structures and architectural pieces of Ayleid culture you've never seen before. Speaking of things you've never seen before, the dense, humid forests of neighboring Valenwood seem to have taken over a significant portion of the Westweald practically overnight. This consumption of traditional Colovian territory is cause of some concern for the Imperials, as you might imagine. Even more alarming is the Wild Burn, a volatile area that separates the Dawnwood from the Colovian Highlands and Gold Road, comprised of sickened, magically twisted land and even more volatile beasts. While the land itself is changing, it is also under attack from a host of new, unfamiliar foes. Daedra, never before seen in the Elder Scrolls, roam the countryside, including Shardborn and aspects of Altheaus that herald from the realm known as Mirrormoor. And if all of that wasn't enough, the Wild Burn has taken to magically corrupting the indigenous beasts of the land, resulting in danger around every turn. In the Westweald, we've created a beautiful world in flux, besieged by change itself. It's Imperials meet Wood Elves, meet Oblivion, and it's a world unlike anything we've created previously. We can't wait for you to explore it.
Level of flexibility with their builds they've never seen before in ESO. The new customizable abilities can be used by any class, allowing players to maximize an aspect of their build or perhaps give them a new way to fill a gap. And the system also provides a brand new avenue to customize their visuals too. And we know just how important fashion is to our community.
Well, the good news is you won't have to wait too long to play because scribing arrives with the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road on June 3rd for PC and Mac and June 18th for Xbox and PlayStation consoles. And it's available to pre-purchase now. You can visit ElderScrollsOnline.systems that we continually update, such as treasure hunting with antiquities, our deck building card game, Tales of Tribute, even our housing and furnishing system, and of course, companion system, which allows you to bring an ally to fight alongside with you. This time with Gold Road, we're adding a new way to further tweak your builds just how you want them. We know everyone's been waiting patiently for more information on this new system, so let's kick it over to Kira to explain exactly how it works.
Play Your Way is one of Elder Scrolls Online's biggest pillars, and we're always looking to give our players even more ownership over their characters and their skills. For scribing, our system focus was around roleplay and choice. We wanted to give our players the power to customize skills to enhance their roleplay and have more agency in choosing and creating those experiences. Every grimoire has a base function, the thing it always does. For example, the new bow grimoire, Vault, has you shoot the ground with an enchanted arrow, creating an area of effect, and then backflip out of danger, enabling a quick, tactical fire and escape ability. But you can personalize it from here. Every scribe skill also has 3 script slots, a primary, secondary, and tertiary, which allow you to change the ability's specifics. Want to double down on poison or bleed? Set one of those as the primary script of Vault, and now that's the damage type of its AoE. Primaries determine the main effect of the skill and its resource cost. But perhaps you're more of a ranged healer character. Keep it ally focused and customize Vault with a heal primary and add either a heal over time or stamina recovery secondary for any allies in that area of effect. Secondaries are about individualizing that skill to better match with your build or roleplay. This is where we have more unique effects that tie into the identity of the parent skill line. For example, a unique bow secondary gives the player a stack of the Hawkeye bonus, increasing damage on their other bow abilities for a short duration. Finally, you're able to add a buff or debuff to Vault as its tertiary effect, perhaps minor maim, minor expedition, or minor vulnerability. That is a lot of ways to customize just this skill, and we have even more scripts and combinations to be revealed in the future. But scribing isn't just a system for tinkering with skills. It's also an exploration into the ancient origins of magic, following the legacy and discovering the secrets of the mage who first learned to manipulate those energies. You'll need to own the Gold Road chapter to unlock the system. One more thing. When we were deep into this customization headspace, we loved the idea of having our skill visuals better reflect our players' roleplay goals, and perhaps feel a bit fresh if they've been playing for a while. When Gold Road and Scribing launch, we'll also be adding a select number of skill styles. These styles are color variants of popular abilities from weapon, guild, and world skills. Like Wall of Elements will have a new purple version, Trap Beast, orange, and Mage Light, a green option, so that when you equip those abilities,
Well, guys, you can let me know your thoughts on what's up with the Elder Scrolls 6, and you can let me know your thoughts on what's up with the Gold Road. Is it a ripoff of the Gold Cut? Yeah, so like, share, subscribe if you like content like this. If you want the honest to God truth about my opinion on things, as you see, I cut it down to things I felt was most important, because a lot of it is usually with them a lot of laughing, hee hee, ha ha, and then them telling their personal story. I mean, I'm excited that they're excited about it, but it just, none of it makes sense to me. You say something is in a DLC, then you say, we're bringing the West Wing, and this is going to be part of the base game. It's just a lot of, like, even the bingo card game that they wanted to play with us in the beginning, or even saying that this prince, making it appear as it's a female, when, like, in the lore, you made it appear as if it was a male the entire time. I mean, there's just certain things that is just mad confusing with y'all, and on top of that, I don't want to play a guessing game for what's coming out, and I see the lineup, but that's too many updates. Like, I think it goes all the way up to update 44, but I mean, all that smiling at me and looking eye to eye with me is great, but like I said, they're just really good at selling it. They're really, really good at settling it, and we've already seen stuff like this before, and we've played stuff like this before. I mean, it better feel like an Alien Ruin out of 2006. It better feel that way since you brought that up.